Okay, so if you don't know, BlackRock and Fidelity are buying Bitcoin like it is going out of style. Look at how much Bitcoin they have. Unbelievable. They're just buying like crazy. And I agree 100% with CATHIE here. 100%. So she says that Bitcoin is substituting gold as a store of value for assets. Yep, yep. And if you don't know how cool this is, you need to really research this. So what X is doing, or Twitter, or whatever, they are going to basically be a global payment system. So how you can pay right now with crypto, you can send money to people's wallets. Well, that's what you're going to be able to do with X. You're going to be able to send money globally and crypto, hopefully, obviously. But yeah, and using their infrastructure. So that is going to be huge. And Mr. Commie Zuckerberg here, Facebook and Instagram are going to allow spot Bitcoin ETF ads soon. Wasn't that just special? And Ayo, Scaramucci over here, he predicts that Bitcoin is going to go to 170,000 post halving, which is not that big of a leap, in faith. I mean, yeah, we all think that. And I think that this is probably more accurate. So the Wolf of Wall Street explains that Bitcoin halving could send Bitcoin to $240,000. I agree. So check this out. So Genesis is requesting to sell close to $1.4 billion worth of GBTC shares. So that means that there's going to be more Bitcoin on the market for those others to buy. So eventually this is obviously going to stop. So if you had money in FTX, you definitely want to research that. So FTX to refund Bitcoin to customers at prices below $18,000. So Grayscale has been selling tons and tons and tons of Bitcoin, and we just talked about this 2 seconds ago. So that's what's happening. Why we haven't skyrocketed is because you have all these ETFs buying tons of Bitcoin, but you have Grayscale dumping a ton of Bitcoin. So they're kind of counteracting each other. But eventually, Grayscale is going to run out, and then it's going to be Moon City. So this is increasing every single day, but you can see these are the top 5 publicly traded Bitcoin holders. So you have Grayscale, MicroStrategy, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Purpose. So the thing with Grayscale is that's coming down, and all these are going up. So I'll show you this right here. So this is from the other day, okay? You can take a screenshot of that, but this is the column you really want to look for right here. That's Grayscale, and see how they're in the red, but look over here, okay? So this is the negative, how much is purchased total, and then that's bottom. So you can see it's getting positive, 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 more and more and more. So this is good. So here's a close-up of that. You can see the Grayscale is selling, 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 and then you can see everyone else over there is buying, and this is, 14. So we're plus 14 purchased Bitcoins between all of them, plus 136, plus 247, and so on and so forth. So obviously these numbers are going to keep increasing, and those are going to, eventually go bye-bye. And if you're unfamiliar with crypto and Bitcoin, you don't get it, this is really all you need to know right there, okay? So this is what has happened in the past, okay? And this is the exact same thing over and over again. The pattern keeps repeating, and you can see where we are headed. Moonshot, that's coming. And Bitfinex, they launch operations in El Salvador. And speaking of El Salvador, look who got reelected as president. Now, this guy is already thought of as, a stud because of what he's done with Bitcoin. But in 2 years, we're at the peak of the bull market. And that country is no longer the third world country. And they're in the top 20 richest countries in the world. This guy is going to be, like freaking walking on water. Believe that. And everyone's got to love a good rumor every now and then. So rumors of Apple entering in the Bitcoin space. Yeah. So the other day, China got hit really freaking hard. And then they rebounded. But they took a pretty hard hit. Okay, guys. So something that's going on right now is if you're not familiar with VV, you can go there. You can get NFTs. This is Daredevil 1, for example. This is a great book for darn near nothing. And why these are super, super, good to get right now is because Vivi has created what's called a Veveverse. And so if you've ever seen the movie Ready Player One, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, watch the movie Ready Player One. So I'm going to show you. So this is Ready Player One, okay? Basically, it's a virtual world that you put these goggles on, and Apple just released their headset that lets people basically enter this virtual world. So this guy is using his Apple Vision Pro, and he's literally just sitting there typing on his computer, and you can basically do it anywhere, right? So Dylan, he just released this video. If you don't follow this guy, go follow Dylan. But, you know, people are like literally walking around in cities wearing these damn things. Now, the cool thing is you can see the real world, but you can also see a virtual world. But this has like only been out a couple days, Apple Vision Pro, and people are using this like everywhere. It's crazy. Check this guy out. You know, he's like bebopping around. You know, this guy, he's on the subway using it. It's crazy. Now, this might be a little bit too much. This person's actually in the gym working out, and they're using it. So that might be taking a little bit too far. I don't know. And this is definitely taking it too far. I mean, you want to talk about yuppie. You got someone driving a freaking Cybertruck with their Apple Vision Pro, hands not on the wheel, and the car's driving itself, and this person's typing or doing whatever. Wow. And we know that if the Simpsons predicted it, that it's going to happen. So, you know, I mean, that's it right there. There you go. Check this guy out. You know, he's just chilling on the park bench. Yeah, so go watch this video that Dylan just put out. So why is this good for the Veveverse and VV in general, okay? Go watch this right here, okay? Why Apple Vision Pro will change VV, all right? So basically this explains that, you know, Veveverse is a virtual world, just like with Ready Player One. They've created it, and all of our NFTs can be sold, rented, etc., used in the VV universe. So if you want to be a part of this, you can start buying NFTs within the VV ecosystem, and boom, good stuff. And yes, Apple's Vision Pro is compatible with VV, which is huge. So go check it out. So if you don't follow Coinbase Assets, I highly recommend you do. Basically what they do is they tell you that they're going to support a crypto before it comes out. And there's one right there that came out the other day. And Solana had an outage. They hadn't had one in like a year. So that kind of sucks, but it was 5 hours long, and it came back up. But yeah, they were actually doing really good for a while. Okay, and if you don't know the stages of investing, this is one they just put out from Binance. And right here, I believe we're right about there. And then we're going to tick up and then kind of go down and then. So that's where we're sitting at right there, in my opinion. And MicroStrategy, check this out. MicroStrategy holds almost 1% of all Bitcoin that will ever exist. Boom. And the Bitcoin hash rate is printing all-time highs. And there's no surprise here. We all knew BlackRock was going to, you know, own the world. They own everything else. But BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF has now taken in more cash than 99.98% of ETFs. Boom. And what's one of the huge benefits of crypto? Right there. Cost to send $100,000. Bitcoin basically free. Okay. Now go send it with a bank or, you know, Visa or, you know, Wire or any of those things. Super high. Almost free with most cryptos, except for Ethereum, which sucks. Their fees are horrible. And Alibaba announces a stock buyback. Hello. And this is not looking good for New York Community Bank. Uh-oh. Hello. And Thailand goes big on Bitcoin. Okay, and this is Bitcoin, the day chart. You can see we've just kind of been really stagnant right here. Just, I mean, it was beautiful right here. Okay, everything was going good. And then we just kind of been going sideways here for too many days, in my opinion. Okay, and we have 65 days till the halving, as you can see there. And the fear and greed is sitting at 56. So we definitely like to see that about 90, 95. Okay, and this is what the market looks like right now. Bitcoin just kind of going sideways. It's sitting at 43. So yeah, nothing too exciting. Just kind of, you know, blah. Nothing really cool going on. Okay, and those were the top crypto news stories for the day. Come check us out. We're at btcencrypto.com, and I will see you soon. Boom.